everyone. This is just going to be a short and sweet video basically. In this video I am filming myself reading A Court of Wings and Ruin, and as you can tell I've already started, but as of today, I think today's the 29th of November, I'm on 256 pages, so there's still a little bit to go. So far it's been pretty good actually. Like, I thought the politics and everything would kind of bore me a bit, because obviously this is more politic heavy because it is about the war and everything, and we're getting just a lot more talk on what they're going to do and everything, like just how they're going to win this thing basically. And I just thought when I first heard that this was just about the war, it was probably going to be boring a little bit, because I can find politics boring sometimes in books like this, but it's actually pretty good. It's a fast pace and it's keeping you on your toes, and there's still a bit of romance. There's still like extra little things. It's not just all politics, but it is also interesting to hear about their plans and what they're trying to do, and just, figuring it out as you go along and not knowing what is going to happen, but they're trying their best and they're trying to do the right thing. So it's been pretty good. Like I said, it was fast paced. So this didn't take me long to read, like 250 pages, a couple days maybe in between doing other things. So it's been good, and I would recommend it so far. This is what we're reading this month. Yay! We're getting there. We're getting through it, and I'll come back to you with an update. Bye. Okay, take number 3. Hello. So, I officially finished A Court of Wings and Ruin on the 6th of December, I'm pretty sure. And holy moly, it was a chunky boy. It was a hefty book, but got through it. Obviously, it's about the war. Everyone's basically read this series anyway, so whatever I say is probably not really going to be a spoiler or anything, but yes, it's about the war. It's about kind of settling the score officially and seeing who comes out on top, I guess, and a lot of politics, a lot of discussion about how they're going to win, what they're going to do, who they're going to have on their side. Just so much planning and politics, really. That's basically what this whole book is about. There's like 1 or 2 spy scenes in this. There wasn't that many. Felt like I kind of lost a little bit of interest sometimes, but something would then happen and it would draw me in just as quickly. So just when I thought I was maybe losing a bit of momentum, I would get pulled straight back in. And it took me about 2 weeks to read this, but that's normally how long a 700-page book also would take me regardless. So yes, pretty good. Pretty standard reading time. I enjoyed it. I did actually, like, even though I did get pulled out a few times and it did take a little bit more for me to just kind of get into it and get the ball rolling, I did enjoy it, and I was so glad to be back in this world, because it's been a little while since I've read A Court of Mist and Fury, so it was good. It was also hard to remember who was who, and especially like the characters that aren't there all the time, like a lot of your side characters and the other high fae. It was a bit hard to kind of remember who was who at first, but it all kind of came back to me as I was reading it, so it was good. Obviously, I would recommend this. I'd recommend the whole ACOTAR series if you do like that kind of fairy, fantasy, kind of action-packed kind of series. Yes, there is spice in this series. Apparently it gets spicier, especially in the last book. I know a lot of people can be particular about that, which is completely fair, honestly, understandable. But yeah, I didn't mind at all. Like, I love this series. I love everything in this book, and I am officially starting A Court of Frost and Starlight, which I did start actually yesterday, so I want to try and finish this pretty quickly because, it's like a 230-page book also, and it's a novella. I think it's just kind of the aftermath of the war and everything that's kind of going on at the moment. Here we are, we've finished one, we're starting the next one, and we're just going to continue this vlog probably until I finish reading A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then I will be filming a separate video for when I read A Court of Silver Flames. God. It's been a week. It's been a week, and I'm glad to just sit down, hopefully for the rest of the day, and just do some reading or just relax, honestly. So we're going to just keep going with this. I think I'm about 70 pages in at the moment, so we're going to keep going. But would recommend The Court of Wings and Ruin. Once the fighting scene, the action was going on, because there was a lot of action that was kind of in and out. Like something would happen and there'd be a bit of action, and then it would go back to the politics, and then it would go back to action and fighting and training, and all this drama was going on with the sisters and Cassian and Azriel and Lucian and more, and there was stuff that came out about more as well, which I kind of didn't see coming. Actually, I probably should have seen it coming, but I didn't. But it was like, whoa, did not expect that. That's awesome. But yes, it was very good. So you're learning a lot more about the characters too. And in A Court of Frost and Starlight, you also get a few different point of views from characters like Moore and Cassian. Yes, you're just seeing a lot more of them and how they're feeling and what they're going through, and you're just learning a lot more about them in general. So it's been good, actually. I think by this third book we've definitely got to know a lot more about these characters and their backstories, because I think by now it would be like, what is going on? Why don't we know much about these characters? I feel like I don't really know much about Azriel, but he's just a quiet guy anyway, so anyway, I'm sure we'll get there. But yes, I am going to move on to A Court of Frost and Starlight now, and I'll get back to you when I'm finished. Would recommend ACOTAR. It was good. I loved it. Alright, so we have finished officially A Court of Frost and Starlight. I didn't film too much of it. I didn't film too much of both of these, but anyway, we read them, I think. Don't mind my cat. My little kitten, Oreo. Anyway, he's just going to join us apparently. Yeah, I just filmed little bits of me reading them. I don't have too much to say. I did talk about... Excuse me, mister. I did talk about A Court of Wings and Ruin a little bit more earlier on in this video, so I won't go into too much detail, but I really did like this book. Like I said, the politics and stuff did become a little bit repetitive and things like that, and they were talking about just how they were going to win, but it was interesting because, we're talking about kind of all the stuff in the background, trying to form alliances. It was fun to read the scenes where they're meeting the other courts, lords and stuff like that, so it was interesting, and definitely the dynamic between Tamlin and Reese and Feyre now, after everything that's happened, was quite dramatic. And it was good to read. But yeah, you also get a little bit more about the sisters too, and for some reason just Nesta just like got on my nerves so much in this book. Like, I know I've heard a lot about kind of what happens with her and Cassian a little bit. Like, I don't know obviously the full story because that's what the last book is about, and it's just so frustrating because it's been 3 books and her attitude hasn't really changed that much, and Feyre continues to save her life over and over again, and loves her because it's her sister and tries to do everything to make her happy, and Nesta is just hates everything, is quite down all the time, but it's understandable because of what happened to them. She's definitely slowly starting to come around to the idea of everything that's kind of happened, but we'll see how it goes in the last book. I am really keen to read it and just see how her character continues to develop and what's going to happen with her, and if it's going to mention more of Elaine and Feyre and all the others as well. But I am keen to just see her point of view because I really want to understand why she acts the way she does and why she pushes everyone away. Is kind of because you kind of know, but you just don't completely know until you get their point of view. But anyway, that's enough about that one. But it was good. Like I said, I really, really enjoyed it. So it was awesome. Loved it. Would recommend. And ACOTAR Frost and Starlight. There's not too much to say on it. Like, it's just a little novella, and it's like 230 pages. Loves the scene where they get drunk and try to decorate the cabin and the snowball fight. It was really good. I did like it. I mean, it wasn't action packed or plot heavy or things like that, but it was kind of nice to read the aftermath of everything that happened and them just kind of relaxing for a holiday, and it is very festive. It does feel like it almost feels like Christmas time in this book, which, I'm reading in December, so it kind of fits the theme a little bit too. So, would recommend. I'm going to have a break. I'm going to read another Christmas book, and then I'm going to jump straight into ACOTAR Silver Flames after, and I'll film a video for that one, like I did say earlier, and that'll be probably the last one. If she ever brings any out, we'll see any more out, but until then, I will see you in the next one, and would highly recommend the ACOTAR series. Love it. Good. Great. Amazing. Good times. Don't mind my cats in the background. See yous.